Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out there.
At
the center position, at 7'0" inches, number 51, Jeff Whitney. From Arizona.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. First game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks, Green is out there with Porter. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Jennings. And it's Batista in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Porter. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Green, the screen. The drive by Jennings. Adams outside. 5 on the clock. Jennings dishes to Adams. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Outside Curry. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Adams.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
And the basket by Curry.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Jennings. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Hornets.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball. Players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Let's take a look at Dallas. Right now they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And of course there's the Warriors. They find themselves in 6th place.
And well, for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Here's Curry. The Mavericks making the shot. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Porter. Inside Leaner. Robinson with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside Green. Curry wide open. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 6 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
All right, Doris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Mozgov. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Shot clock at 5. Dallas again missing.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrapping, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Mavericks trail by 13. Porter kicks to Mozgov. Nobody near Williams. Traps in the tray. Williams has got 5 points so far.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. Over the last month, getting it done. 18th in three-point shooting. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And one of the better three-point shooters in the pro game. I mean, he's killed it from downtown every time we've seen it.
Here's Robinson. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
Here's Stauskas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Curry's shot is off. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. Williams dishes to Porter. Mozgov against Barnes. Picked by Mozgov. Williams kicks to Porter. Lets it go. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Curry with the steal to the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
He hits the second from the line. Warriors leading by 9. Kicks it to Stauskas. Nobody near Barnes. Off target with his 3. Dallas has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Porter. The 19-footer is on the money. Porter's got his first bucket in this one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now here's McLemore. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Williams. And here's McLemore. Mozgov passes to pocket 6. In the corner, it's McLemore. Tries to save it. No good with the triple. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll get things started in the... And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we had a chance to win. And I think we kind of got away from that. It's been a struggle to get that momentum back on both ends of the floor at the same time. And especially playing good teams, and so it's not going to be easy. Nothing in this league is, and you got to find a way to get it done.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better. And
Warriors leading by 3. Thompson outside. Green, the screen. Thompson dishes to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Williams against Curry. Mozgov a screen on Curry. Williams kicks to Mozgov. Shoots from 12. Just 5 to shoot. There's Porter with the 3, and the basket good. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Robinson kicks to Stauskas. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Williams passes to McLemore. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. It's Curry outside. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. McLemore with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
this is a tale of 2 quarters here, really. In the first, they had trouble converting their possessions. I think their field goal percentage was a tad over 20%. But they've shot themselves out of that slump, and now they have the lead and look to be in a good place offensively.
Green, no luck. The Mavericks leading. Outside Williams. Down low. Here's Ezeli. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
And Green gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Picked by Mozgov. Ezeli dishes to Porter. Passes it to Mozgov. He kicks it to Williams. From deep, McLemore. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Picked by Williams. Mozgov kicks to Porter. Elbow shot, and it's Dallas with another.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Golden State moving it around. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading 3-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Draymond Green, 4th.
Now, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility and spades. You got it.
Outside for Curry. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 11 points for Freak.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Williams for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They host the Kings after this game, and that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Picked by Williams. Mozgov passes to McLemore. Williams inside the line. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8. The Warriors leading. Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Green. Wide open. Mozgov grabs the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's stolen by Curry. Can't get it to go. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Warriors lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Been a big game for Curry. He's got 11 points, and he's drained.
Look here for the Warriors. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Withy. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Steph Curry. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Curry is out there with Stauskas. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Jennings wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Barnes can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Williams, that's a two-pointer. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Williams has got 11 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Shoots from 8. Robinson with the block.
Can't have another one.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Holmes covered by Barnes. Holmes passes to Jennings. Just 4 to shoot. There's the screen over Robinson.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Azili kicks to Mozgov. Curry against Jennings. Shoots. Money from the wing.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Azili's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Stauskas. Dishes to Curry. Barnes passes to Green. Offline with his 3.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
It's Williams with the drive. Holmes. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 9 points in the game so far.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Curry with the three. The shot misses. Great D that time from Jennings. 3-on-3. The three. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors ahead. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Jennings against Curry. The drive by Jennings, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Checking in for the Mavericks. Holmes. Porter. Williams.
Here's Porter. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here's Golden State. They led by as many as 18 points. So the wing on the left. There's the steal.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Curry outside. Good D by Williams. There's the pass to Batista. Shoots the three. Offline. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts they'd come out on top.
And a chance now to send you over Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Stephen Curry. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
Well, defensively, he had the quickest hands on the court tonight. Whoever he was guarding, no matter who it was, could never get comfortable. He always was a threat to pick any pocket at any time. Nice aggressive game.
You got to love the contribution from deep. He hit 4 threes. I think that his threat on the perimeter also contributed in terms of their ball movement, using the options and going inside.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for...
the other thing that we get to do next year is
tune in now. On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you. Peek at what's to come in 2K17.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people, the barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he could score, and their success as a unit.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony, Clark Kelly. Timberwolves trail by 4. On the court for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Gorgie Dang is out there with Towns, and it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. Wiggins dishes to Levine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got his first points of the night.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Here's Curry. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Kicks to Robinson, and stolen by Jang. On the wing, Wiggins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Wiggins has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Golden State's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Unloads. And the Warriors miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Thompson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Thompson's got 13 points.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Feeds it to Jang. He dishes it to Wiggins. Three-pointer. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide-open shots like that.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Barnes kicks to Thompson. Stolen by Levine. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Towns. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Thompson misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Warriors. Nick Stauskas comes in for Thompson. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Minnesota. White comes in for Zach LaVine. There's a screen. Here's Dang. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Iguodala, the pass to Curry. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. 6 points for Freak. Timberwolves trail by 4. Livingston dishes to Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Pass to Curry. Offensive rebound. Robinson kicks to Ariza. No good with the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Livingston passes to White. There's a minute 34 left in the first. Shot clock at 6. White a screen. Jang dishes to White. And that one goes long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Curry's shot is good.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
White with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pass to Robinson. The feed now to Stauskas. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. His first shot coming late. Livingston, that's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Right a screen. Towns. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Stauskas kicks to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Warriors lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Gobert. Gorgie Dang comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Levine's checked in for White. And it's Livingston in for Jordan Clarkson. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Robinson is out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. To the paint, here's Towns, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Here's the screen. Thompson is doubled to the middle, and it's good. Fought through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Here's Levine. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio, and he gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Curry outside. Warriors the rebound. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson passes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Livingston, guarded by Curry. Here is Livingston. His last outing, he had 8 points. They set the screen. He kicks to Towns. Jang controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jang's got 6 points.
Boy, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in. Just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him.
Miles dishes to Livingston. Here's Levine, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Ariza outside. The tray. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And, Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
There's a good screen. 1:49 left in the first half. Now the dish to Miles. He kicks it to Levine. Just 3 to shoot. Releases from the wing and drills it.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Robinson passes to Curry. And not sure what he was thinking there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Towns. And that one's good. Towns has got 20.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Livingston kicks to Zhang. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Ariza dishes to Iguodala. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Livingston, guarded by Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Levine. They get it back. Jang, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putdown.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
8.
Well, no doubting that was a rough second period for you guys. What are they doing that gave you so much trouble?
I don't know if I could point to one thing that they were doing that gave us trouble, but I think it really just came down to us playing 1 second behind them. We need to be a lot sharper and quicker with our decisions out there.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
Thank you, Doris, and whoop. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Curry. 12 points for him. So on the floor for Minnesota, White is out there with Livingston. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 16 points and played...
Finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Word, that's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is...
Tune in now. On today's season finale episode,
Guys, huddle up. We're going to run 35 for a while. Let's go. gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza, deformando o seu rosto. Se carros falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar no impasse, olhasse e limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no front, que dor pra com...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Portland Trail Blazers. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And for all those teams that have wrapped up playoff spots, Shaq, what can we expect from them strategically here at the end of the regular season?
Well, for the top team, Ernie, it becomes about securing home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player, if you're a guy who's playing a lot? Do you need some rest before the playoffs?
You know, a lot of people answer that question, and if you played more than 8 years, yes, you need rest. If you're a young player, such as Freak, you don't need rest.
No, you may have players coming back from midseason injuries, but you need to get them back.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. This is a tough team planning on the postseason, sitting in the 7th spot in the West.
And they've got some additional incentive today. The season series is knotted up at 1 apiece, this being the deciding game. And Clark, what do you think is going to go down?
Well, I tell you what, Greg, regardless of the season series count, you already know that both of these squads are coming out slugging. I mean, they're competitive. They know each other. Familiarity breeds contempt. So if you ask me, we're in for one of those knockdown, drag-out battles.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. We're about 1 minute into the first. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And the pass to Randolph. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And Zach Randolph drops them both. Curry kicks to Withy. The drive by Green. Thompson outside. And Davis pulls it down.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Barnes. Portland making their last shot. 5 on the clock. Curry kicks to Withy. Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lillard dishes to LeBron. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's denied. And it's the Warriors on the break. And that one's good. Barnes.
Boy, the 5th time times the charm. That's a big basket there.
And here are the Trailblazers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The drive by James, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Lillard attacking, got a piece of it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes with the ball.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Barnes hits them both. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. LeBron kicks to Lillard. To the paint, here's Davis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Davis has got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Let's highlight the shooting guard position now and see which among them have averaged the most points in the second half of the season. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position, and boy, does he ever give it to him. I mean, he's a constant threat and a potent weapon.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Zach Randolph. The drive by Thompson. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Here's Curry with the 3.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
I like the way they've kept them shooting jump shots. No coincidence to find them in the lead.
On the wing, Thompson. Shot's good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 25-point game against Phoenix. He dishes it to Randolph. Good, and the assist goes to James. 8 points for Zach Randolph.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just... pinpoint passing for the finish.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Curry passes to Thompson. Green, the screen, fires from the corner. And it's Thompson again missing.
That's it. Exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Terry Stotts gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris, thanks.
And let's check out stats for James. He's been dominant over the last month. 6th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Witham. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. That's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Davis sets a screen. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting... the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now here's Barnes. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Timberwolves, that's for sure. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Randolph, a screen on Thompson. Lillard attacking. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Portland. Right now they've acquired the 2nd best record in the conference. And checking out Golden State, they're 5 spots away.
And for the Warriors, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes, and Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Thompson. Vonleh's checked in for the Trailblazers. Aminu comes in for Zach Randolph. Robinson hits them both. Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 28-point game against Phoenix.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Aminu. Green with the block. Iguodala outside. Over to the wing. Curry wide open. Second chance shot. And Robinson with the layup.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now here's James. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's Robinson following the basket by LeBron James, and he gets it to go. Portland with the ball. They lead by 7. Lillard outside. Robinson with the block, and they're able to recover. Good. And that's now 6 points for LeBron. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Iguodala, the pass to Stauskas. From 17 feet out, can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. This is to Aminu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win